Shout out to Astropro for sponsoring this episode and providing us with free samples. Speaking of free samples, I am honestly so grateful because, as you know, this is allergy season in Texas. I think Texas is one of the worst places to live if you have allergies. I have this tree in my backyard. It is the cottonwood tree. I'm highly allergic to cottonwood, not only myself, but also Travis's, and I believe our children are. And Astropro has come in handy. It's a nasal spray, and it has made such a difference in my seasonal allergies. I feel like I can breathe, and it really helped relieve my symptoms quickly. Astropro is the first of its kind nasal allergy spray. It is the fastest 24-hour over-the-counter allergy spray. It starts working within 30 minutes, while other allergy sprays take an hour. And if you've had allergies, you know that every minute counts. Astropro delivers full prescription strength indoor and outdoor allergy relief from nasal congestion, runny and itchy nose, and sneezing. Get fast-acting nasal allergy symptom relief with Astropro. Go to astroproallergy.com for a discount so you can Astropro and go today. ASTEPRO allergy.com. Astropro and go. Use as directed for relief of nasal congestion, runny nose, sneezing, and itchy nose due to allergies.
Yay Networks. Hi, guys. Welcome back to the Weekly Dose of BS. We got a lot of BS for you.
Oh, my gosh. Yes, we do. A lot of BS.
Where should we start?
Well, Brandi, do you have anything you want to talk about with your trip? Brandi just got back. I feel like I stopped traveling, and then Brandi and Trey just now are my little travel people.
Yep. I don't like it.
Yes. Well, first of all, I would like to say I hate COVID because my little one's kids' school shut down. Damn it! And I'm like, when are you going to go away forever?
I mean,
wait, is it Bruin or the baby?
They go to the same little Mother's Day out.
Oh, Lord, so both.
So
of
I
them?
tried to schedule Mother's Day out around when we podcast. So
how long are they closed?
I don't know.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
And so what is the issue? Is there a COVID outbreak within the school, or are they just short-staffed because of COVID?
I believe that there was a COVID outbreak.
Oh, that stinks. That could be a
annoying.
2-week situation.
It was probably Bruin, and he never knew it.
Yeah.
He's like, he's the one. He's the one.
Just kidding. No, but yeah. So yeah, that's frustrating. Just because it's nice to have a little bit of a break. Even though I had a long weekend of a break because I was in Indianapolis for the Jam Cheer Fest, which is huge. It's like a nationals. It's like for cheer, it's like going these competitions, and they're trying to get these bids to go to Summit or Worlds in Florida at Disney. So we're literally chasing bids. So very, very proud of my girls' team. If Brooklyn went and competed, she's on a level 4 junior, and they won, and they beat the team that was the grand national champs of all of the big Summit last year, like winning the Super Bowl, okay?
Ooh, but if you're a cheerleader.
If you're a cheerleader. However, they did not get a bid to the Summit. So Brooklyn she'll be mad at me because she was like crying, and then I tried to hug her and she was pushing me away, because that is like devastating.
Hard for that.
Like, because they only have so many bids to give out at each competition. But then here in my head, I'm like, we just spent thousands of dollars to come up here and we freaking won.
Yeah.
And we didn't get this bid.
So how do you win and not get the bid?
That's the thing, is that they've kind of changed how it works. So now she's competing for overall score to get a bid. So she's competing against people that are higher levels of her, like same level 4, but like people that don't tumble. So there's teams that do the same like stunting or pyramids, but they don't tumble. And I'm sorry, that's not fair.
I do not know anything about cheer except for that show that I've been watching.
I do know that I'm fascinated to watch people fly up in the air and then get caught. Wow.
I'm going to put you up in the air, Trey.
I mean, please do.
You would be like a good bottom stunt person.
Listen, I can't even catch like the chicken when they throw it at the hibachi place in my mouth. So I cannot catch someone flying through the air. Absolutely not.
They would die. Yes, it would be so bad.
Were there any like really bad like accidents? Like, do people fall?
Oh, people always fall.
Oh, see, maybe I would enjoy this.
And it's not like, you want to be good sportsmanship, right? But
not laugh?
secretly you're sitting back there and you're like, fall.
Okay, this is so bad. But have you guys ever seen somebody fall, like not in cheer, but like in real life, and it just is really funny to you, and you can't help but giggle a little bit?
Oh my gosh! When Bruin, when we were,
sometimes I've seen that in my life. Like especially if it's snowing outside. Like if somebody like eats ass on the snow.
No,
I think it's
no.
funny.
I don't think the term is eats ass.
What is it? What is it? You don't eat ass? What
I think
do you do?
bust your ass. You don't,
oh my god! Oh my gosh!
It's just so entertaining to me.
Oh my gosh, there was snow here this past weekend.
Oh, for like 2 seconds. I would not consider that snow.
Well, still, that is a Texas blizzard. I will tell you, it was colder here than it was the whole time I was in Denver.
Really?
Isn't that wild?
No, it was freezing here, so no.
And it was freezing in Indy. I'm not gonna lie. And I thought I booked a hotel that was connected to the convention center. Oh no, I didn't. It was connected to the mall.
Oh, well, that's kind of better.
Oh, well, that's kind of nice. Though, was it a good mall?
Is it Mall of America?
Well, let me tell you that the best thing about that mall was that they brought in all of the cheerleaders from Cheer. So the lines, like you would have thought Justin Bieber was there, and the lines to see like Gabby Butler and these, TVCC people and Navarro people, they were like uber duper line. And I was like, I just want to get the sweatshirt that says Jam Fest on it.
Okay, I'm going to bring Cheer up because I've been watching Cheer. And speaking of Cheer, I actually like the other team's cheerleaders better on that show this year than the Navarro ones.
Oh, really?
You know what? I do. I really like them. I feel like they are just like, I don't know. I'm like episode 6 in, and I like the Navarro kids as well, but I really, really, really like the Trinity Valley kids.
Okay, Brandi, have you watched it?
I'm only on episode 2.
Okay, so does it start where they left off? Like, did they start the show pre-COVID?
Yes.
Okay, because I know that actually a lot of y'all's crew was doing that, and then they stopped filming, and they went and filmed Housewives, and then went back to finish Cheer.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. So they used that. So that was all. Was that right before, or was that as all the Jerry stuff was happening?
So the Jerry stuff happened during COVID, right? Like when COVID kind of started.
Yeah.
I'm on episode 6. Episode 5 was all about the Jerry stuff. Like they even started
and that's
with
all anybody else talks about all weekend.
Really?
Was this, yes. So then I had to go read a write up about it so I could kind of catch up because I'm like, oh no, and it's really crazy because you know how Housewives there's drama and negative. You would have never thought with this Cheer season 1 that they would have turned around and had this much negativity.
It's crazy.
You know?
No, it's crazy.
Is the show pretty dark as a whole?
It's just I feel like they're covering things that that have been out there in Cheer, and it's not good, and it puts a negative light on a lot of people. And
was it just Jerry that went to jail, or wasn't there another one?
God, episode 6 only him.
Okay,
I didn't know how. I don't know if he was sentenced yet. But on Cheer, it said that a minimum, I guess, a mandatory 15 years.
Wow.
And what was also very interesting is Monica said that he wrote her. She hasn't wrote him back, but that she was surprised how positive his letter was, and it seemed like it kind of bothered her, like it was like
in a narcissistic way?
Maybe he's trying to have a positive outlook on it, but it was like he wanted to be a motivational speaker and all this other stuff when he gets out. And but it seemed like she was kind of, it would be hard, to kind of deal with that. But it was also really interesting because in the documentary, and Brandi, you probably know this more than I do because I don't know anything about that world. Like I don't even know anything about soccer or football. I know my kids play it, and whenever the ref does something, and like somebody gets like a flag or whatever it is, I'm like, what happened? I have no idea. But they said with the Jerry thing, they were like, it's interesting because every other sport, it's always people like that are the same ages. So like Cruz is on a team and it's all like people his age, right?
Right.
And Cheer's one of the very few sports where, and maybe this is kind of why some of the sexual stuff pops up, is because you will have a 12-year-old on the same team as a 20-something-year-old.
Yeah, that is correct.
So it's like, and so there's not like that. So they said that's like a lot of the problems is because you have such a blend of ages that it can create maybe I don't know, like not a great, like you're not, like the kids aren't like.
They're not categorized by age.
No, they're not categorized by age. So they'll be like super old and super young kids and they're together and they're spending a lot of time together. But with Jerry, whenever, I guess it's also interesting because the two boys, they're twins, were on the Cheer documentary. Have you seen this part yet? No, you haven't if you're on episode 2.
No, I haven't.
So they tell their story. And it's really sad because Jerry was so loved in the cheer world that a lot of people wouldn't look at them, wouldn't talk to them, like kind of made them the villains, even though they were the people that were
the victims.
The victims. And they said it was hard because he had been doing it for so many years. He started when they were 12.
And how old are they now?
Now I think they're like 14 or 15.
So
14.
Watching it, do you feel like that was a result of him being so heavily glorified within the cheer community?
So I think they said that whenever it started, he was so glorified and like was such a big fixture, I guess, in the cheer world, that they kind of felt like they had to go along with it because he had so much power, I guess, or he was so popular. And then whenever the cheer show came out, I think their mom accidentally saw a text message or something where I think Jerry was like, sorry for everything that happened in the past. And then she was like, wait. Like, we probably shouldn't do that anymore. And then she was like, wait, what happened? And then kind of went into it. And the reason the boys decided to speak out was because Jerry was like on Oprah, on Ellen, like with that cheer show. And then the boys said that the moment that they saw him with the president of the United States getting praise, they were like, you know what, enough is enough. Like, this is not who this person is. But Jerry, I guess whenever he pled guilty, he has said that he had done that to, I want to say it was a really high number. It was like 5 or 10 or maybe even more than that, but like much more than those two boys that he had like done stuff with and slept with that were underage.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
So...
Yeah.
So it's a little heavier than the first season.
Yeah, it was
100%.
Yeah, it was
it's
really
100%. Well, and it's just goes to show you that, I mean, people signing up for a reality show, you better be careful if you got skeletons in your closet.
Yeah,
because they will come out.
They sure will.
Yeah. But I mean, I think it's a good thing that this skeleton did come out because think of all
100%.
the other people that he would have.
He did not work for our gym. I know there's some, but he was on the Wildcats team, like the winning Wildcats team.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I guess, the boys said the team he was on was like the one that they were like really wanted to be on. And that's like, it was like a really big.
Like they're the ones that did America's Got Talent and made it so far. And he was a part of all of that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's crazy. But I do think it's good. Like, is it dark? Yes. But is it good to talk about? Yeah. Because a lot of parents.
Good to be aware of.
It makes you know what? And I feel like just having gone through that, now every single parent have to go through basically all these safety checks, and they have to have a certification to be able to walk into the gym. They now do background checks on basically anybody that wants to be a part of the gym. So they've really stepped up trying to make sure that these children are safe. And I know I appreciate it.
Well, also I think as a parent, like it like is a reminder, like talk to your kids about stuff that maybe you don't think you need to talk to them about because who would have thought, right?
Yeah.
So it's, I don't know.
Absolutely. I totally agree.
Yeah.
Brandi sent us the cutest photo the other day.
Oh my gosh, yes. Wait, I know that we always say we're going to do this, but can we please put that on our it's so cute.
Oh, yes. The Once Upon a Farm, my baby absolutely loves it. So I sent Trey and Stephanie a picture of her eating her Once Upon a Farm. And I just my go-to because it's so easy and quick and it's delicious. Trust me, I've like wiped it off of her face and licked it,
like
and it's so good.
Yeah.
And it's super, and it's healthy. It's like so much healthier than other snacks.
Oh my gosh. Once Upon a Farm is the leading baby food and kids snacks company offering organic, cold-pressed fruit and veggie blends, dairy-free smoothies, overnight oats, meals, and more. Once Upon a Farm products are made with whole, organic, farm-fresh ingredients and no added sugars, concentrates, or anything artificial. Their subscription offering is fully customizable, so you can pick and choose from their wide variety of blends or meals and switch it up before every delivery. From farm to the fridge, convenience without compromise. Get started today and enjoy an additional 30% off your first subscription order. Use code WEEKLYDOSE, all caps, at onceuponafarmorganics.com. That's onceuponafarmorganics.com. I think I need glasses.
I did read that, like, I think it's at 40, not like reading glasses. Most people need reading glasses.
Yeah, so. I have some. I should probably keep them in my fanny pack.
Brandi does have a sparkly fanny pack on today.
Fanny pack on. I got it in Indy because I was like, oh my gosh, I had a crossbody. And then I was like, you know what? I told myself I was never going to do a fanny pack. And then, because all I'd think of is like, the 80s.
Yes. Like and the workout and the fanny pack.
And then I saw this sparkly fanny pack once I waited in line all day to see those cheer people. And I did not get a picture with them. I was super sad about that. But I got myself a fanny pack, and here I am. I'm putting tampons in it and everything. They are great. They are wonderful.
We're all going to wear fanny packs. Trey, I need to buy you one.
Yes, please do. Did you go to Salt Lake City?
That is coming up.
Oh, I am so excited for your Salt Lake City trip.
I cannot wait.
I need you to do something when you're there.
Yes.
I need you to go by Mary Cosby's church.
Yes, Brandi.
And I need to know if the sign is still up and if the windows are boarded up.
Okay.
Because that is the rumor on the street. She did not show up to the reunion last week that they were filming. And apparently her church is taking on the sign.
Oh,
Very odd.
I guess. Brandi, you do it. Like, find it and drive by it.
Well, there is some warrior out there that did go by the church and posted a photo. And they don't have a sign. I don't know if they're just getting a new sign or what. But I Googled the church, and they don't have like a real website. You know how you can do like a free website where it's like stephanieholman.wix.com? That's what their church's website is. And so I was curious over Christmas, like what their Christmas service would be, assuming most modern churches like stream the service.
Yeah.
They haven't done service in a long time.
Oh, gosh.
Because of COVID. Very, very interesting.
Super interesting.
I know we talked about it last time, but that is one person that, one, I would miss if she was off that show, but two, should absolutely not be on reality television. But I'm very excited for you to land in Salt Lake City to see if Jen Shaw beats your ass.
Yeah.
Remember?
Brandi, do not do stories of where you are.
Do I ever do stories? Let's be honest.
That'll be the one time.
I miss those days.
Be like, where's Waldo? Jen Shaw be like following Brandi.
I should do it. I should do it like the Steve Gold days.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Your stories were so funny. I've
Those
never
were the
laughed
glory
so
days.
hard. I've never laughed so hard. Okay, so I have a question for Brandi because Brandi kind of gets on social media to like look around but never posts anything. I love her.
I don't even have it on my
but
phone.
She seems to know stuff that like she's very knowledgeable about what's happening. Okay, so they did the reunion and Mary, I guess, talked to Andy the night before but did not show up. She was a no-show at the reunion. And
I have to say, seeing their outfits that they had to wear, I would have not showed up either. They were, it was weird.
It's not
Cool set, weird wardrobe.
Yeah, but we can't always, Brandi, stand beside me. We can't always blame the ladies for it because
No, it wasn't their fault. They were done wrong.
Like they were wronged because they have like Bravo kind of knows what they want you to wear, and then so trust me, those feathers. Bravo was probably like, yes, we would like feathers and velvet or feathers, and I knew it was jewel tone. But they had to have requested feathers.
No, it was like Mother of the Bride tone. That was like the section in which they
I think
shot.
I saw
Very
one
odd.
person's picture, and I felt like she looked like Elsa.
It was not like it was not the best. It was not great. It was not great reunion.
So I understand why she didn't show up. But so yes, she did talk to Andy and then she just no-showed.
So she did a no-show. Okay, so Brandi, as a former housewife, what do you think if people do a no-show? Do you think they should be able to come back the next year, or do you think that is them saying, I quit, I'm done?
I thought from Beverly Hills when Adrienne Maloof no-showed.
And then
I thought that
Lisa
was for
Vanderpump.
sure. Yeah, I thought it was a for sure this person is no longer a housewife.
See, I do too. And I almost feel like that's the way that, I mean, if you don't show up for a reunion, you're not a housewife. Like
But didn't Jacqueline no-show and they brought her back?
I bet they could. I mean, I think
that was a long
But I think Bravo took the blame for that because I think they realized this was something they should never do again. Is they started filming before the reunion had filmed, and something happened the night before at an event where she was like, "I'm not seeing these people," and they were like, "Well, we really shouldn't do that." Kind of crossed stories.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think? Do you think that she should be able to come back, or do you think that is like her? If you don't show up, that is you saying, "I am done. I quit."
I think that's her saying, "I'm done. I quit."
I do too. I would agree. I saw online, and I had Trey look it up because I've not been on Twitter in forever. But I saw online that she was kind of getting on Twitter saying that she wanted Andy to call her, and I guess producers were talking to her about coming back or something.
She said she's open to a one-on-one with Andy, and not like a one-on-one special. Like she wants him to call and say, "Please come back."
Isn't that weird?
So,
yeah.
Well, I think she's a narcissist for sure. So it's not that weird, I think, when you put it in perspective of her. But I want her back. Andy, please call.
See, Trey, I mean...
You want her back? I thought you said that would be the one that you would not miss.
No, I want her because she doesn't... I wouldn't say she's the best housewife. She's very controversial.
Oh,
she's just... Who would I not miss? Honestly, the rest of them. I would miss Jen and I would miss Mary.
So the two controversial ones.
Yeah.
See, and I don't know what's going on with Jen's trial, but something eventually is going to happen. So they could be losing two of the most controversial people.
I wouldn't miss Jenny because I feel like everything Jenny's brought feels very manufactured, doesn't feel real. Mary is just real crazy. And I appreciate that. I do.
See, I've not watched Salt Lake. I know, Brandi, you haven't either, have you?
I have not. Sorry,
but like just the things I've seen online, I feel like you can always tell who the most controversial ones are because they're the ones that are always online being talked about. And honestly, those two are online being talked about all the time.
Yeah, no, and I've heard it's like one of the best ones, but I haven't watched it. I mean, they even got wine sent to the house when they first announced them.
Oh yeah,
like they did a big push for them.
Oh yeah, they did a big push. You know what else is really weird is that, and I saw somebody say this online, and I completely agree. Is with Erica and her legal troubles. I mean, it was huge. Like it's all everyone could talk about, right? The whole time Beverly Hills was going on. And with Jen, like Mary was so controversial that people kind of forgot what was going on with Jen's legal problems. Like Mary did something that I don't know if anybody else could have done. Like I thought that is literally a talent to be so controversial that your cast member may be going to jail, but you take the whole show and make it to where that you're all people can talk about.
You know, what's so funny, I've been keeping it with Salt Lake City just because I want to watch Jen go to jail. And
you're so stupid.
Currently, Jen is mad at Meredith because Meredith hired a private investigator last year to figure out who was sending these weird text messages to the cast and her kids, and it was Jen. In this last episode, Jen was like, who in the world would hire a private investigator on someone? It's like, wait a second, homegirl. Homeland Security came and arrested your ass. I think she's within her right to hire a private investigator because she was kind of right.
Oh, wait, did she investigate her before?
No, she wasn't.
Or after?
She wasn't trying to investigate Jen, but the private investigator found out those weird messages were coming from Jen.
Oh.
Yeah.
But she's like throwing this big fit about how it's just so rude to hire an investigator on your friends. But it's like, well...
Was Jen coming after her kid? Is that what it was?
Yeah, she was sending weird messages to Brooks.
Okay, I would probably try to figure out who that was. Brandi, would you, if that was your kid?
I mean, 100%. If your kid's involved, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's
strange.
Bizarre. Also, it's bizarre for somebody to go out of their way to attack somebody's child.
Well, yes. I agree.
That is bizarre.
I agree. Oh my gosh, I have to tell you guys. So I was in Colorado like the last 3 weeks, it's a long time. And I was driving home from the mountains, and there was this big pileup of cars, and finally we got to where the accident was. It was an 18-wheeler. Somehow some car like drove through the middle of the 18-wheeler. That wasn't what made me sad. What made me sad was what was in that 18-wheeler. It was all HelloFresh boxes.
Stop it.
No.
When I tell you I had half a mind to jump out and grab one, I was like, what a waste.
Oh my God. Okay, I love HelloFresh. Like
I do too.
I cook for my family because I have to, not because I'm a good cook or because I love to cook. But I love HelloFresh because I do not enjoy going to the grocery store. And every time I go, I will not buy all the ingredients I need. Like I think a little ADD and I'll forget things. And then I have to go back to the grocery store to pick up the one ingredient I forgot. So I like HelloFresh because it comes with everything. It's like so easy if you're a mom and or if you're just real lazy, and you don't like to go to the grocery store, everything is right there. And the food is delicious and you learn all kinds of new recipes. Like I've learned so much about cooking.
Do you keep your recipe cards?
I keep all my recipe cards.
I do too.
Yes,
because they're all so good.
They're so good. And I feel like it's a really good price as well. Like now I'm getting great ingredients and learning how to make something.
And let's just talk about the inflation at the grocery store real quick. Food has gotten way more expensive.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
I keep pretending at restaurants that I'm 12 and under.
So Brandy's on the kids menu. Oh my gosh, I love you. If you would like to try HelloFresh, go to HelloFresh.com/weeklydose16 and use code weeklydose16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. Ooh, that's a really good
deal.
Amazing. Again, go to HelloFresh.com/weeklydose16 and use code weeklydose16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts. Again, go to HelloFresh.com for America's #1 meal kit.
You know what else I really like about HelloFresh is when a recipe calls for an ingredient that you know you will never use ever again.
Yes.
And it's like $16 for a spice, but they send you exactly the right amount that you need. You don't have to go waste money
You're not
on
going to
stuff
measure
that will
stuff.
sit in your pantry for 8 years and you'll throw it away once it's,
I completely agree. It's so good. And like the chefs create all these meals. So it's like you get like free cooking lessons as well from an amazing chef. I love it.
It is very nice. Very nice. Okay, so let's touch on Jamie Lynn Spears. Did you see her Good Morning America interview?
I did not. I meant to watch that, and then I got sidetracked and forgot about it until just now.
Well, Brittany watched it, and Brittany was not happy. Oh, so there was a lot of stuff Brittany did these like 3 big Instagram rants a few nights ago where she like wrote a novel in her notes section, screenshot it, posted on Instagram, and told Jamie Lynn exactly what she thinks. Now, here's my whole thing is Jamie Lynn knows that Brittany does not want her family out in the press talking about her right now. But you have a book to promote. Obviously, you're going to talk about your sister. That's what they want to talk about. I would imagine that all these news outlets are like, yeah, we'll promote our book, but like we want to know the good stuff. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I just don't know where I would fall in that. I feel like if my sister, who was trapped in conservatorship for 13 years, was like, hey, shut up, I would be like, okay, that's fair. So Jamie Lynn's getting a lot of heat because she's doing this whole press tour saying that she was trying to advocate for Brittany and she was trying to help Brittany. And people are like, okay, but you weren't in the conservatorship. You could have been a lot louder, a lot earlier on, and probably helped your sister. I know Stephanie has thoughts on this. Share them.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm going to be the devil's advocate here for Jamie Lynn. So if I'm Jamie Lynn and I am being talked about, because Brittany brings her up a lot, let's be honest, right? Like in her family. And if I am getting like talked about by my sister and hated and slammed all over the world, at what point do you not want to at least like say, you know what, I tried and maybe I didn't do enough, but you know, at what point do you not want to at least say your truth? Like everybody else has said their truth. So I kind of get wanting to at least speak out for myself because I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, I think if any of us were getting that much heat and our sister was that famous, I think it's only fair to be like, maybe she took it a little too far, but I get somebody wanting to speak out and just be like, you know what, this is what people think, but this is the truth. Yeah. Because there's a difference. I mean, I do think, and I know there are a lot of Britney lovers and I love Britney Spears, but I do think that there is her story, Jamie's story, and Jamie Lynn's story, and there's probably something in the middle that's the truth. I think.
And I don't think we'll ever really know the whole truth because at some point Britney will say what happened from her perspective.
Yes.
But there's always going to be the security guard that knew something different, the assistant that heard something else, and then the mom, saw it a different way. And so it's interesting. So then she went on a very popular podcast called Call Her Daddy. And that comes out, I think, next week. And they just released a little teaser. But in that teaser, she's reading some private messages some conversation that her and Brittany shared. If I was Brittany, that would piss me off. And I would also go write a 4-page rant on how I'm going to crush my sister.
Okay, now, I don't know if you should read people's private messages.
Yeah,
but
that's like...
It's like if you felt like your privacy had been invaded for 13 years, don't go read the messages on a podcast.
Yeah. Okay, Brandi, what do you think?
No, I agree with a lot of what you said, and I agree with what Trey says. So, I mean, I just can't imagine what Brittany has gone through this whole time, you know? And I think like she's probably in a lot of pain, feeling like, you know, I've been going through this. You didn't have my back. You weren't there for me, you know? I mean,
now you're
and she probably felt really, really lonely. And
Well, I imagine she trusts no one.
Yeah, I bet you she felt alone. Well, also, I think it's really hard because it was a family. Like, I think the dad is the real devil in the whole thing. Like, I think he's the
And that they agree
horrible.
on.
Yes, I think he's the bad guy. But then also being in a family where it's messy.
Yeah.
The whole thing was so messy. I think if they had a conservatorship and the dad wasn't in charge, how much better all the relationships would be. I think that's where it made it messy. Like, then you had nobody in the family that it was just too messy from the beginning.
Yeah.
So then she felt like everyone was against her, and
It's interesting. She did say that. So whenever Brittany went into the conservatorship was right when Jamie Lynn found out she was pregnant. And she said that, you know, they had the whole Nickelodeon PR team trying to handle this, and they got fired and her show got canned. And then basically to avoid the paparazzi, they sent her to like a cabin in the woods up north. And she stayed there until she had the baby because they just wanted to get her out of the eye. But she didn't really know what was going on with Brittany during that time too. So they definitely both agree that like the dad was the problem in the whole situation all around.
Yeah. No, I think.
Yeah. I remember seeing something like on TMZ or something where Jamie Lynn was literally yelling, and I feel like she threw a drink on people to get away from her sister and stuff. So I feel like there's some love and passion there. I mean, they're family. And that's the thing that stinks about it, is that fame can really mess some people up. And I don't know if you remember when Andy Cohen had NSYNC on, and he kind of started asking Nick Lachey some questions on his show, kind of about like The Simpsons, and it was kind of negative. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh yes,
but it was
yes,
like,
I do.
And it was like, and I think you've read Jessica's book, haven't you?
Yes.
So, and does she might have a comeback in there.
If you have not read her book, you guys, honestly, somebody told me it was good, and I had a long flight, and I don't read that much, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to read this because people said it was really good and they cried. And I was like, if somebody cried, I love like tearjerker books. And her book was so well done. She she talked about like a childhood sexual trauma by a family friend, and she brought that up. She definitely, I think, spent more time on John Mayer. Like, she's not a big John Mayer fan, but with Nick, she kind of talked about how like the relationship in the beginning, and then I feel like a lot of it is the show and being in the public eye, and then she kind of talks about how she finally told her dad when they got divorced to give him whatever he wanted because she'd make it back, and then she said, and I did, plus or minus a few billion or something.
Oh yeah, because her shoe company is
it's crazy,
huge.
But I don't remember her being like horrible with Nick. I just remember her kind of saying how he really wanted to keep the marriage together. But if you think about it, they went from being newlyweds, like as soon as they were newlyweds, they had cameras and microphones, like cameras in their face. And you and I know from being on a reality show, whether it's about marriage or friendships or whatever, you have to, like, they want the drama, they want the conflict, because you have to have conflict. And if you don't have enough conflict, you almost have to make things that aren't a big deal, like magnify things that aren't important. So I can't imagine, because with friends, or even with people that you're not friends with, that you have to pretend like you're friends with, you just get pissed off at them when you see what they're saying and when you watch it, right? And then you have audience members coming and getting in the middle of it and telling you what they think of you and picking sides. So I can't imagine being married on a reality show about our relationship, and then having so many people in your business.
Right. Yeah.
I think if they didn't do that reality show, they would still be married.
100%.
Really?
Yes.
I think so too.
100%.
Interesting.
100%.
They never had kids together, did they?
No, but they were so famous so fast. I think if they didn't do it, I think they would be together.
Speaking of children, we've got to talk about KiwiCo.
So what it is KiwiCo is this really great company, and you can get a KiwiCo subscription, and then your kids kind of work with their hands. So they discover engineering and mechanics. So it's not just playing with a toy for no reason. It's like they're learning and playing and seeing how things work, the mechanics of things, the science and chemistry of cooking. They can learn about new cultures. It's not only playing, but it's also learning, which I think is really, really cool. And I used to get these for my kids when they were little, and Brandi just started doing them for Bruin.
Yeah, no.
Well, and that's nice, especially when they're home for 2 weeks because their school's closed.
Yes. And he's all about doing new stuff like puzzles and getting messy into things and building things. And it's really good for him. And he likes to cook, even though, he's only 4. But behind everyday objects, the science and chemistry of cooking, geography and culture, and brand new art and design techniques, all through fun, hands-on projects. So we're never bored with these, and it's always exciting when we get them. So KiwiCo, and it's important because you're teaching them about the project and what they're learning about the project and what did they like most about it. I know whenever I get the men, I put them up in the closet, and then he knows where they are. So he's like, when can we do this? And obviously, it's stuff that you want to play with them because you're teaching them and they're learning at the same time.
And I think kids want to know how things work. I feel like kids are very intrigued by the world, the way it works. And so I love that it's, again, play and learning, because at that age, kids soak up everything around them.
Yeah, and you will be surprised at how high quality the materials are, too. These are real engineering, science, and art projects for your children. Cultivate your child's natural creativity and curiosity with new hands-on projects every month.
Redefine learning with play. Explore hands-on projects that build confidence, creativity, and critical thinking skills all year long. Get 50% off of your first month plus free shipping on any crate line. Use code WeeklyDose at KiwiCo.com. Again, that's 50% off of your first month at KiwiCo.com. That's spelled KiwiCo.com. Promo code WeeklyDose. I promise you it's so much fun. And again, I just love that it's play and learning at the same time.
Well, I hope you guys have a great week. Brandi, we will let you get home and let your kids start their KiwiCo and hope that you have enough KiwiCo to last you 2 weeks.
You're going to really have to get that KiwiCo out.
Yep. Amen.
Well, thank you guys. You can follow me at Steph Holman on Instagram and Facebook.
And me at Brandi Redmond.
And you can follow our podcast at BS the Podcast, and we will post this photo.
Yes.
Because it's so cute.
It's adorable. Have a good day, guys.
Bye.
Bye.